Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Here I'll be starting off a series where I basically go through what makes a trader successful in meme coins. I'll be going through everything that you need to know video by video. And my first video is on how to not get rugged, right? The ultimate guide. And the reason I'm doing this is because a lot of new people that come into the trenches, they have no idea how to identify fake coins, right? They have no idea what coins are real, what coins are fake, what coins have fake botted supply, etc. So this is actually the fundamental block that allows you to go from a small as portfolio to a big portfolio because you are significantly mitigating your losses by doing this, right? By only aping coins that are safe. Because the thing with rug pulls is that if you're in a coin that's about to be rug pulled, you're going to be down about 80-90% of that trade, right? Minimum 80 to 90%, right? And chances are the coin doesn't bounce back, right? So you can just hold when it's at down minus 90 percentage and hope that it'll be back because it won't, it'll just go down to zero. So that's why it's very important to identify what coin is a rug pull and what isn't. And here you can see I put a quote that says preserving your capital is just as important as making a profit. And that's absolutely true because the amount of losses you make will set you back from being profitable, right? Suppose I lose the $100, then I'll have to make back that $100 in order to break even, and then I can focus on profit. So every loss that you make is setting you back from being profitable. I want you guys to realize that, okay? And in this video, I'll be covering everything that you have to know as I've kind of made this presentation over here. I'll be going over step by step, and let's get started. So part one, we'll be starting off very basic is the charts, right? So uh, I want you guys to analyze these three charts that I've given here. I'll give you guys a minute and tell me what's wrong here, like what's happening. You can pause the video if you want. Okay, so basically, if you look at this chart, all three of them, look at how uniform the movement is, right? It shoots straight up, side, up, side, up, side, up, side, up, side. Look at this. Shoots straight up, I mean side, 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 up, side, and then we don't know about that. And then look at this, up, side, up, side, up, side, up, side, up, side, up, side, up, side. So all of these transactions are basically uh, transactions done by bots, right? This is what you call a typical rug. Now, I wouldn't ape any of these charts because it is not genuine, right? No person trades like this in this psychological pattern, right? Because humans, you should realize, are emotional beings, right? They're psychological. Suppose I'm trading this chart, I would start selling over here, right? I would cheat my position over here, but it will start running. Then I'll get back in here. Then I'll start selling again over here. So it's all very emotional. There is no structure as such for the human psychology when it comes to trading, and you should realize that. As for the drawings over here, I couldn't find the right chart for this, but basically the you start seeing small green candles going up, up, up. Then you see a major red candle down, and then this pattern will keep repeating, right? This is a type of chart you want to avoid, right? And this other one is basically like what we call a stair chart. It's just like small green candles that just keep going up, 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 up. It might the coin might even bound, yeah, and it'll just go dump to zero. Like as you can see here, I'll just zoom in a bit. You can see that this coin bots were buying and selling, right? This is all just bot activity, right? There's no real people trading this because what they're trying to do here is they're trying to imitate a good coin so that people like you ape and then they use you as exit liquidity for making a profit. So here it's just bots buying, selling, buying, selling, buying, selling, bots. If you look at the transactions, you'll notice that it's just the same wallets over and over again. Or you'll notice that the amount they're aping and selling is literally the same. You can come up to me and tell like, yo, I could have put money at 48 million and took it out at like 68. But you never know. Like this coin could have gone straight down to zero, right? Because if you had aped over here somewhere, thinking this is a real coin, look at it. It went from 68 to like 2.4 million. That's like a 95% something drop. So that's the charts you want to be avoiding. So anywhere you see this type of structure, You want to avoid that chart, right? So we'll go on to part two, and this is basically where we go the technicals of the coins. And there are different ways to know whether this is a scam. And I've basically put it here as strategy one, strategy two, etc. And the reason I'm doing this is because you don't need to do all of these strategies in order to know whether a coin is scam or not, right? If you can just learn one of these strats, and I can just open up the holders tab when I open up a coin, and I can instantly know that this is a scam, and I'll just move on to the next coin, right? Because you should realize that in the trenches, the number one factor of whether or not you'll be a good trader is speed, right? Because depending on how good the market is, you'll be getting coins like every second, right? Every minute we're having hundreds of coins being made. So you should have the ability to instantly know whether this is a rug, this is a farm, what's happening here, etc. Right? So this is a typical coin where rug pull is about to happen. How do I know this? Okay, number one, this is pretty obvious. The top 10 must not hold a lot of percentage. Like the top 10 holders, it's always a red flag if they hold more than, I would say, 15 to 20% max, right? Because the higher percentage they hold, the more risky the coin gets. Okay. And the second point, no insider icons and no platform icons, trading platform icons. So I want you guys to look here, right? So these are the wallets, and there's this ghost emoji icon next to it. In Axiom, it basically means that these are all insiders. Now, what are insiders, right? So basically, I'll open up a drawing here. This is the main wallet. Let's say this is the dev. Okay. He basically starts sending out all the tokens to random wallets, fresh wallets, right? Like all of these are wallets. I'm so bad at drawing. Okay, all of these are wallets. So basically, the dev had the amount, and he just sent it there. So an insider is basically a person who didn't buy the token or coin, and he just received it. So here you can see that all of them are insiders. So instantly, I would know that yeah, this is a scam. I'm out of here. Okay. And another thing I want you guys to notice, once again, another thing I want you guys to notice, look at the holders. We have 5,200 holders. Now, usually, I see a lot of newbies making the mistake where they see the amount of holders and they suddenly go, yeah, this can be a scam, right? But clearly, that's not the case. I can have 20,000 holders and the coin could still be a scam because you can see here it has 5,200, yet the coin is a complete scam. Okay, and no trading icon, platform icons. You can see what platform the person is trading from, right? You can be Trojan, Photon, etc. Here there are no. Basically, here what you should look at is, are there no trading icons, or are all the transactions from a single trading platform? So are all the transactions, all the top 10 holders from Bullex? Are they from Photon? Or are they from no given platform at all, like here? Then it's a telltale sign that it's a scam. Okay. Now, third point is no fresh wallets, and top 10 must be active traders. I'll touch on that in a bit. And the fourth point is look for patterns, right? This is pretty obvious that you'll develop this as you spend more time trading. So I want you guys to look at this chart. Look at this table and tell me something that looks, very irregular. You won't see in a normal chart. I'll give you a minute. Okay, so number one, I think the most obvious, except but besides the insider wallet address that I've told, is the amount of tokens each person is holding and the sold balances, right? So they all have the same amount, right? It's 3.5 million coins and at 0.36, all of them, right? And they all have pretty shitty Solana balances. So they're all fake wallets, right? So if you couldn't make out from the insider accounts, you can just look at the amount they're holding and their balance in order to know whether or not it's going to be a rug pull. And now for the third point, no fresh wallets. So basically, I can go to the top holders. I can click on the wallet address over here or here. And what I want to be seeing over here is that there is activity, right? Uh, this is an example of a fresh wallet. Why is that? Okay, they might have a good Solana balance, but the thing is, Look at it. Look at their activity. They have only traded one coin, and that's the coin that's over here, right? This is a clear sign that this is a fresh wallet. The dev basically created a new wallet just to fake the holdings and fake the transactions. So the fresh wallet concept applies to the top 10 holders only. So I want you guys to open the wallet, go to the activity, and if you see less than one or three coins traded in that wallet, then it's a clear sign that it's a fake wallet, right? And also, most of the time, the wallet won't hold any other coins besides the one you're tracking, right? So suppose there's a Lazarus coin, I'll go to active positions over here, you'll only have that coin, and that's it. So that's the first strategy with the top 10 holders. And now part three is this is very simple. We go through the dev history. Most of the times, what happens is people mint coins with fresh wallets. So this won't be that helpful, but in certain cases it is. So basically, when you click on a token, you can just go to dev tokens and see what all coins they've minted. Here, you can see that this guy has put a Trump wooden coin, and I think it failed. It did not even migrate, and it doesn't give out much, right? That's how you know if this guy is a seasoned rug puller or not. So if you're analyzing the coin and you find it hard to determine whether it's a scam or not, you can just use these dev tokens as additional confluence to your research. Now, part four, we focus on the coin metrics, right? The beautiful thing with Axiom is you get all of these data in a single side, so you can just instantly know what's happening, where it's happening, etc. So I want you guys to understand that all the contract addresses that end with pump fund are usually safe. What do I mean by that is the tokenomics, like the supply, how the coin behaves, etc., is all the same with pump fund coins, right? Basically what's happening is the same coin with the same tokenomics is being minted over and over again, but simply they're changing the image and the name of the coin. So technically you're trading the same thing over and over again, right? So that's why it's considered safe, because you cannot change the tokenomics, right? Whereas other coins that do not end with pump, they are usually on the riskier side. So top metrics that we track here are basically, like I said before, the top 10 holders, the percentage of insiders. Here you can see it's 4.2. I guess that's fine. That's not substantial. And then the dev holding. So basically what happens is in some projects, the dev just holds like 50, 60, 80%, right? Unless it's like a huge narrative play, unless there's some uh, reasonable narrative that justifies the dev holding that much, it's a clear red flag. And lastly is bundlers. So basically, what bundlers are is a person buys up certain amount of the coin and he just pushes it to different wallets. And so by doing this, it maintains the illusion that the supply is not centralized. But that's not the case clearly, because you can find out the percentage the coin has been bundled, and then you can understand how much of the coin is actually held by the bundlers. And you should understand that the bundling is not actually done by the admin. It can be done by the admin, but it's not limited to the admin. So anyone, even I can use a bundler application and bundle any coin that I want. Right? So if you see bundlings and you think you're the admin, the developer of the coin is trying to scam me, that's actually not true. And here you can see the 3.04% bundled. But recently, what I've noticed is in Axiom that the bundling percentage is slightly off. So that's why I recommend you guys to use Trench Radar. It's the Telegram bot. You can load this one up and basically just send the token address over here, and it will tell you the percentage of coin that is being bundled. Here it's 16.6 percentage, whereas it's showing 3% here. So it's not really accurate for bundling. So basically, we want about 15 to 30 percentage over here. Anything more, it's a lot of risk. I wouldn't get in. And the thing with bundling is that people they eventually get out, right? The 16 percentage can become 6 percentage. It can become 5 percentage. So if you're looking for a good entry into a coin, and you don't know whether it's a good entry, I sometimes track the bundling percentage. So basically, if you see a dip in the chart and if you load up this bot and check the percentage, bundled percentage, you can see that it's dropped. That's because they sold their supply. So the lower it is, the better. The higher it is, the riskier it gets. So that's about it, guys. So if you follow these rules and follow these strategies, you'll be able to massively preserve your capital. You'll be able to stay away from a lot of scams because you should realize that because of the amount of opportunity that trenches provide you, there's an equivalent amount of scams that happen in the trenches, right? Because it's not regulated. So it's up to you to regulate yourself and make sure that you only ape coins that are safe for you. And if you like what I do over here, you can follow me on X. And I use Axiom for the cheapest fees. If you're interested in using Axiom, I'll try putting a link in the comments. And that's about it, guys. I'll see you in the next one.